Hello, good morning from a rather wet Tuesday the 14th. I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So, do you remember when the pandemic first hit and everyone rushed out to buy loo roll? Well, similar fears that drove the original bog paper gate have returned, but this time there's a little bit more credence behind the crisis. Despite many considering the pandemic near the end, supply chain conditions have worsened and there are genuine shortages in the shops. And that's before any of the panic buyers have really had a chance to stock up. Have you noticed anything yet? For me, the shelves were bare when I went to get a few bottles of the weekday wine last night. Dreadful form. Might even have to crack into the good stuff to get through the week. Whatever next? No coffee? But boozing aside, the UK is facing a crisis that may be beyond Sunak's ability to throw money at the problem. The chronic shortage of drivers is not something that can be fixed overnight, not without a significant Brexit U-turn anyway. But what a leadership gaffe. The government's hopes of harnessing a real post-Brexit bonanza could be blown off course by something as simple as drivers. Poor show indeed. Now, before you twist my words, I'm certainly not suggesting that drivers are simple. Far from it. They are absolute heroes, especially those delivering wine. Give them a bloody knighthood already. Arise, Sir Eddie Stobart, or come forth, the Earl of Cranley Freight Services. But seriously, how did this happen? Surely they like wine in Westminster. Didn't anyone think about what goes into getting those bottles into Britain? It's a shambles. But anyway, before Ranty McRantface resurfaces, in the market, sterling stayed pretty flat on the day. We were trading around 138.35 for most of the day yesterday against the dollar. Over in the US, if you wind the clocks back, even just around 1 month, would anyone have imagined the Fed would still be considering whether they should leave support unchanged until the new year? Now, I'm not blaming him, but the change of heart does seem to have been triggered by Powell's speech at Jackson Hole. It was, of course, reiterated by the August employment numbers, but the bigger picture has certainly changed. And not just for the US, the global economy has changed. And this has put the Fed in a position where they really must consider further delays to any tapering. We've only got a week to find out. We'll find out more after the Fed meeting. That's due to start next Tuesday. Ahead of that, we've got inflation data due out today. Estimates have been revised lower there, but the market expects 4.2% for August. That's down from 4.3% in July. And meanwhile, the dollar remains within the recent range, but it does retain... getting a bit tight here. It does retain downside risk from any delay to tapering. Yesterday the dollar index closed around 92.65 and euro dollar opened this morning a little lower, around 118.10. Right, well that's it from me this morning. Hope your day brightens up a little and do join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.